Hey guys, we are doing a lot more questing today and actually going to try and get some shit done. So, let's get right into it today. Enjoy some KCD. Hopefully, for a long time. With minimal children interruptions. Hopefully.
I apologize.
I like it. Wish my voice like it's all. Alright, so go ahead. This is his office.
Oh, I've just got this nasty premonition.
What premonition?
I've got a barrel of ale at home. I'm afraid it'll go bad.
Alright, so let's go ahead and see if we can get goat skin.
Greetings to you.
Greetings to you.
So, that thing with your aunt, did you make up?
Not a chance. I'd sooner see hell freeze over.
Ah, that's a shame. I want wine. Give it a taste.
Hear tidings of what is happening in our city. Just as true royal brothers are fighting over this kingdom, so two other brothers are quarreling in Kuttenberg. Brothers in Christ. Ever
Aye.
since the Sedlets
That'll surely
monastery was
piss everyone
founded,
off.
the city has come under the Malin parish. Relations between the parishioners and the monastery has been tense at times, but beneficial for all. Our city's fame has attracted many scholars, with many aspiring to the office of parish priest. At last, someone's got the guts to say it out loud. The townsfolk have become unwilling to share with Malin. The rest you know already. The foundations of a new cathedral were laid on land belonging to Benyevitz parish, a stone's throw from the city walls. Many years have passed. The cathedral walls are half built, and the two parishes are still at daggers drawn. What can our Lord think when he sees us all at each other's throats? Does it really matter where we pray to him and where we worship him? God willing, this just...
Anyway, let's go find goat skin. Here, nope.
Greetings.
Thank you for... Alright. Oh, I just wonder how you got the name goat skin. Skin goats, or what the hell is it?
I'm looking for this vagabond. Goes by the name of Goatskin.
Aye, goatskin. That rings a bell. But I don't come here often. If there's something you want to know, ask the miners. This is their tavern. Take care for now.
That's right.
Good afternoon.
I'm looking for this vagabond. Goes by the name of Goatskin.
Aye, goatskin. That rings a bell. But I don't come here often. See, if there's something you want to know, ask the miners. This is their tavern. Take care for now.
What would you like, sir?
I'm looking for someone called Goatskin. I hear he hangs around here.
Goatskin? That mangy piece of shit. He turns up on the street now and then. But he never shows his face in my alehouse. No Germans come here. Some Gluck.
Goatskin's German. I didn't know that.
Goatskin's above all a slippery bastard who can't be trusted. I've no idea what language he speaks. What I do know is he likes robbing Deutscher merchants. And they don't come in here.
It sounds like you're not too fond of Germans.
It's the local yakkers who can't stand them. I've got nothing against them fuckers myself. If you've got glint, come in and make yourself at home. If you ain't, then fuck off.
Any idea where I might find Goatskin, then?
You could try asking in the bathhouse, behind the yards in Hradec Quarter. They get a lot of well-heeled Deutschers in there. And some young wench there's been seeing Goatskin for a while now.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
Have something at least, since I gave you the goods on everything. I helped you out, didn't I? Don't be a pinch purse, and cough up a bit of glint, eh?
What do you have for sale?
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
This property belongs to someone else.
Fun. I thought I could come through here. Wait, I can't.
What is that mutt want over here? You better call back that dog!
You better shut your
Jesus
mouth.
Christ be praised. Good doggy, good boy.
What I thought, super good guy.
Quiet! Go away! Look out!
Praise the Lord.
Come to learn the art of swordsmanship.
Greetings, sir.
I'd like to sword fight with you.
I'm glad to hear it. Master Nicholas will be happy to train you. If you're one of us.
One of you?
Aye. One of us honest Kuttenberg citizens.
How come it's only for citizens? Can't a decent man sword fight with you?
It's the Kuttenberg sword fighting hall, and it's reserved for Kuttenberg citizens. We wouldn't want any old strangers strolling in here learning our art, would we now?
Thanks for the information. I'll be going.
Farewell, good sir.
Greetings. Do you need something?
Have you got anything good to drink here?
Of course I do, handsome. Would you like some? And then maybe we can have a bit of fun. How about it?
No thanks.
Suit yourself, handsome. Take care, sir.
Darning and sewing since morning. I haven't even eaten yet. Greetings to you.
Do you get a lot of German merchants here?
We used to, from all over the place, but mainly Lausitz. But there aren't so many these days, unfortunately.
How come?
I don't know, but it's a pity. Merchants tend to have bulging purses. They'll come back, though. But there's one who hasn't stopped coming. Udo, he's called. But that's all I can tell you about him. He ain't interested in our services.
He just drinks here.
Drinks and plays dice. Almost every evening.
Thanks.
You're welcome. But stick around and spend some coin, so I ain't telling you this for nothing. Take care now. What did I come here for? Oh well.
Hey, handsome. Come and have a drink.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I'll give you some
What do you need?
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. Do you know him?
Do I know him? That fucker is the bane of our lives. Why are you even looking for an idiot like him?
He knows some things that I'd like to know too.
What would he know? A mangy vagabond?
Do you know where he might be?
How should I know? If I knew, I'd have told Adam long ago. He'd wring the bastard's neck in a trice. Last week alone, he robbed 3 of our customers. All German.
Why does he choose to rob Germans?
A German merchant always has more coin in his purse than a Czech one. Haven't you noticed that?
Could you tell me where exactly he robbed the customers?
Hard to say. You know how it is. Drunk and merry gents who can hardly walk. But it usually happens somewhere near the Black Horse, and in those lanes there. The bastard stays clear of the main streets. For good reason.
Have you got any German customers here now?
What do you think? No, because words got round. Except Udo. He couldn't care less, it seems.
And is Udo here now?
No, it's too early for him. He usually comes later in the evening. I reckon he only comes here when other alehouses kick him out.
You know Goatskin's seeing one of your girls.
What? Nonsense. I mean, I wouldn't put anything past my girls, but I can't believe they choose to hang out with a vagabond like that.
That's what I heard.
Everyone badmouths whores. You know what it's like. Nobody stands up for them. But if it's true, then as soon as I found out who, she'll be out on her arse.
Thanks. I'll be going.
You're welcome. And have a word with Adam if you really want to find your goatskin. He's the owner. I reckon he'd be keen to find him too.
Come and take a swig, sweetheart. First you have a sip, then I'll have a sip of you. Let's drink. To your health and mine.
Greetings.
Like someone's happy to see me.
Nobody else has got magic hands like you do.
So handsome. Have you changed your mind?
Yeah, I'll have a drink.
Here you go. Cheers.
Oof. That's some strong stuff. Ugh. What is it?
It'll make you feel real good. But now I'm interested in something else, handsome. How'd you like to have a little fun?
Why not? While I'm here? Only my throat is still burning like hell. I'm looking for someone called Goatskin. And the innkeeper said you want to find him too.
You're damn right I do. That lousy bastard robs my customers. Deutschers mostly. And they're the very ones that pay best. What's worse, word's got around already. If you get hold of him, well, there's something I'd like to sort out with him.
Sort out? That could mean lots of things.
Nothing nasty, don't worry. Besides the Germans. Goatskin also robbed a scholar from Prague. Jan Schindel he's called. And I reckon he has friends in high places, because he went straight to the city council. Not good for business.
How will it help you if I find Goatskin?
Schindel complained to the council mainly because Goatskin nicked some scholarly stuff of his. He's one of them fanatic crackpots. So if you tracked down his things and returned them to him, he might drop his complaint.
Any idea what the scholarly stuff was? Books?
No idea. But he said something about constellations, and then something in Latin.
I'll see if I can find his things.
Great. If you find anything, take it straight to Schindel. He lives in the house of Vetter the scribe. And don't forget to tell him I sent you.
Right you are. Now, about that Goatskin.
What do you want to know?
Do you know where to find him?
Not the faintest idea. If I knew, we wouldn't be having this chat. I asked at the Black Horse. Dirty miners, right riffraff, that lot.
What did they tell you?
They claimed not to know anything, but they couldn't stop smirking, bastards.
Have you ever seen him up close? Can you tell me what he looks like?
Like any other tramp. Filthy and disgusting. And he's got a dent in his head the nippers could use for a game of marbles. I reckon that's where his wits fell out. And he's hardly got any teeth. But what would you expect?
You wouldn't happen to have a German customer here now, would you?
I reckon not. But I'm not sure. Ask the girls. Just please, don't interrogate my guests, all right?
I'll go and look somewhere else now.
Aye. If you do find him, watch out. He may look like a half-wit, but he's a right slippery snake.
Right.
Bis bald, mein Freund.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. I heard he sometimes comes here.
Aye, he turns up now and again. The louse. The bastard's ruining my business. 2 of my customers refused to come here again after he robbed them one night.
Let me guess. Germans?
One was for certain. From somewhere in Bavaria he was. The other speaks Czech all right, but he's got a German name.
And you wouldn't have some idea where I might find Goatskin, would you? I reckon it'd suit you if he packed it in.
You bet it would. But if I knew where to find him, I'd wring his neck myself. That bitch Mary's bound to know, though. She denies it, but we all know she's walking out with him.
I thought you bathhouse girls stuck together. What have you got against Mary?
There's a limit to everything. As soon as you mess with someone's livelihood, you ain't no sister to anyone. She can marry that cripple for all I care, but when he robs our guests and ruins our reputation, She should grab him by the balls herself and... Oh, never mind.
Is that all you know about Goatskin?
Ain't that enough for you? I'm not here to know stuff, in case you hadn't realised.
Thanks then. I'll be off.
If you find him, give him a slap from me. See you soon, my friend.
I'm looking for Goatskin. Do you know him?
Nah, you're a good-looking fella. What would I want with some goat skin when I've got a handsome young buck right here in front of me? I couldn't care less about your goat skin.
But I do. And the girls here tell me you know him quite well.
So, you're not here to have a good time. Shame. I know Goatskin, but don't expect me to tell you anything. He's lying low, and for good reason. You ain't the first to come looking for him.
Why is he hiding? Who from?
How should I know? He's never far from trouble. Goes with his trade, doesn't it?
Where is he hiding?
I don't know. And even if I did, I don't see why I should tell you. That's why he's hiding. So strangers like you don't find him.
Come on now. Do I really look like someone who'd want to hurt him?
Look, it's not for me to judge what you look like. But since you're asking, I have to say I don't have a good feeling about you. A handsome mug, but that's about it. Now excuse me. I need to stop by the seamstress, and you are in my way.
God be with you then.
Farewell, my friend.
You were no help. Oh, you pooch.
Don't cause any trouble, got it?
Goatskin, you blockhead! Someone's looking for you again. Hey, do you hear me? Some stranger was asking about you. You hear me? You damn shit for brains. We should have dropped you like a bad apple long ago. You'll be the death of me. Hey, Goatskin, get out here! That fella will drive me out of my mind. Goatskin, you hear me? Get out here, would you? Someone's looking for you again.
Apparently my greatest sin is that I have such nice breasts, and my second greatest, that I don't want to show them to him.
Christ, what's the world coming to? 2 popes, heretics, diabolical schemes.
And he tried to persuade me to give the church money for repainting.
And? You give him any?
What do you think? Do I look like a ninny?
I think the church really does need repainting.
Greetings. Well, I'm not paying for it.
So now, should we get and how do I use it now?
Good day to you.
Damnation. Ah, damn.
Oh my god. What?
Oh, sakra. Oh, bloody hell.
Pretty sure this.
Damnation.
You silly doggy.
Silk thread! What is it you need?
Got a problem?
What brings you here?
Did you hear that Dirk Stallion is shagging Naz's old woman? You know it, and so does half
Jesus Christ be praised.
What a day that was.
Hail. You have a line.
Kaufstein!
Mine's coming
Kaufstein!
back to me.
Ich schließe bald!
Yeah.
What can I do for you?
Sure.
I was glad to be of help to you, good sir. Iron wares! Knives!
Welcome back.
Jugs here, big and small. Jugs.
Nobody gives us more money to live on.
Hail Mary.
Ew.
I heard you're in need of money, friend.
A fine day for some fine wares! Take your pick! Send it home! You never saw that coming! Now you're in trouble! You've got a lot to learn!
Ah, damn.
Plenty of luck.
Get out of here, mutt.
Oh, bloody hell.
Quiet. Go away.
Oh, fucker.
Sod off. Quiet! Go away!
Ah, damn!
Shut up! Quiet! Go away!
Damnation!
Sod off!
Wonder why.
Quiet! Go away!
Oh, fucker!
Sod off!
Oh, bloody hell!
Go away! Sod off! Quiet! Go away!
Oh, fucker!
Sod off!
Oh, damnation!
Quiet! Go away!
I think he just wants to know why he left.
Ah, damn!
Sod off!
And again, does he even care about his own kids?
Oh, fucker!
Sod off! Quiet! Go away!
Shit!
Sod off!
Good day to you.
Quiet!
Oh, bloody
Go
hell!
away! Sod off!
Oh, damnation!
Quiet! Go away!
Yeah, it did.
What is it you need?
Did you guys go?
I apologize.
Then the townsfolk rose up and complained. The gaffer keeps going on about how he smells it, man. It's bollocks.
Born till dusk. Evening, it's all I can do to eat and fall into bed. I don't have time.
I do the best I can.
Usual.
I'm glad to hear it. Well, when I wash their hair,
Gepriesen sei der Herr.
Greetings!
What? Wer bist du?
I'm Heinrich, von Skalitz.
I'm Udo, from Taubisch. Nein, Tauberhofs, Heim. Scheiße. Aus Tauberbischofsheim.
Aha. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Herr Udo.
Ebenfalls. Spielst du Würfel? Dice. You want to play?
Do you know a goat skin?
Ein gutes Kind? A good child? Yes. I have 5 at home.
No. Goat skin.
Ah, yeah. I know one merchant. Very good leader.
That's not what I'm looking for. Where is it you're from, Goodman?
God im Himmel, I have already told you. Aus Tuber. Nein. Tauber bis Hofsissan.
Ah, right. What's it like there?
Long.
I don't really understand.
Exakt. Ich auch nicht. Also, lange, very long.
What are you doing in Kuttenberg?
Earning Geld. Everyone here wants my Holz.
Hulls?
Holz. Wood.
You bring wood here?
Yeah. But not just any wood. Rare. Exotic. For decoration. Decoration.
I didn't expect to meet a German who sells wood.
There. You see? Neither did I.
Let's play some dice.
Ja, sehr gut. Volk, Heinrich.
A tankard of ale, thanks. Greetings to you.
God, I'm gonna get an earful again. To your good harvest.
Let's play. Mal sehen, wer heute Abend Glück hat.
So, I went to see my brother.
And?
To talk about the inheritance.
But your father's still alive.
What the?
Mein Gott! Your turn.
And he gets this feeling that his time's nearly up.
Does he get it often?
Nearly all the time. And he's always threatening to leave everything to the church if I don't go and see it.
Aye. Once old folks start getting soft in the head, it's bad news.
Exactly. Let me tell you, I'd rather die poor but young than to go through that.
Take care, friend.
God be with you.
Have you lost your mind? You're going to lose everything. Schön. Diese. Was ist los? Oh, it's all yours.
I'm a bit peckish.
Hier.
Oh, that's me.
Schön.
No, come on.
Diese.
Bust.
Oh, Scheiße.
That's pretty sure a lot of people know what that means.
How are your knees? Feeling better?
Oh, yes. That ointment of yours is a gift from heaven. Now
I'll
they
have
only
some
ache when there's a
wine.
storm.
I'll have some
Handy, isn't
wine.
it? At least you know when to round up the cattle and
Ah,
gather in the hay.
damn.
Aye. When I'm old and infirm, folks will come to me for the weather forecast.
I heard about this fella who
Damn.
always got heartburn
won.
Like
just
this.
before it snowed. We
Yeah.
could team up.
We're bust. We bust.
All we need is a...
Oh mein Gott,
It's
nein!
going to be sunny, and we'll be the three wise men.
3 cripples
Oh, he won.
Wahnsinn!
Ha 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 ha! Wunderbar! Noch einmal? Once again?
Why not?
Ah, let us do it.
Oh, Fortuna. Möge der beste Mann gewinnen.
Close. Close.
Ah, finally some peace and quiet.
Schön. Diese.
See?
Hier.
Lord be with you.
Thank you, best.
Like this. Oh, Scheiße!
That's funny. That's funny shit. He's so confident. Oh. Boom. 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 Pardon me. Oh, nope. Go ahead. Yes.
Diese.
Here it is. Come on, my German friend.
Nein, gar nichts. I'm done.
No, not yet. One. Go.
Cheers!
Oh, das ist nicht gut. Hier. Schön. Like this.
I'd like something to eat.
Verdammt!
Let's get it done in one. Alright.
Good day.
50 more winning. Alright. 1-1, I 1-1. Fair enough.
Was ist los? Oh, it's all yours.
What a night.
Give me 1 second, guys. Alright, I'm back. Had a buddy call because he thought somebody wanted to street race him. Anyway. But they probably did. They probably won the street race for pinks and take his car off his hands.
Das ist nicht möglich. Verdammt nochmal. So, shall we play?
No thanks. I've had enough.
Pa. One beer. Bitte.
Listen, Udo from...
Aus Taberbischofsheim. Bitte?
I think it's about time you headed home, Goodman.
Pa. Home? So early? Warum?
You're a merchant, aren't you, Goodman?
Handler. Jawohl, I am.
I'm a merchant as well. They're looking for you where the merchants' wagons are parked. There seems to be a problem.
Gerhard sent you, didn't he? Playing jokes again. You do not look anything like a handler, a merchant.
I may not look the part, but I am.
You are not.
How
Unless
would you know
maybe
what I
you
am?
are. But I am not going anywhere. Nein. I'm waiting here auf einem Partner. See, a dice partner. What do you say?
No.
Schade.
We're about to close the place. You should go home. I'm keeping an eye on things here, and I'd hate to get in trouble. Understand?
Ah, so. You watching here. Naja, I will pack up and go.
Don't worry. We're open again tomorrow.
Ja, ja. Gott sei mit dir und einen guten Abend.
Let's follow the German. Udo von Tuberskopfsheim. The hell of a name.
Kuttenberg.
Hell of a name.
Krüge hoch! Zicke, zacke, hoi, hoi, hoi!
Zicke, zacke, zicke, zacke, oi, oi, oi. That's funny. I knew it was German. Uh-oh. That's at my torch.
I could go for something to eat now.
Yeah.
Kuttenberg. Kuttenberg. What a lovely city.
There. It looks better already. Jesus Christ be praised. Hmm? Excuse me, but I hope you aren't snooping around here,
I'm
are
not.
you?
Does it look like it? I'm
You're
following
not
this.
going to be strolling about here all night, are you?
Kuttenberg. Kuttenberg. What a lovely city.
That's this. That's creepy as shit.
All right, minor Freunde. Hand over the geld and I won't, you know, hurt you.
Was?
What's going on here?
He wanted to rob me.
I can see that. I think you should go, Herr Udo.
Yeah. Danke.
This is some mix-up. I wasn't going to rob him, honest.
If I'm not mistaken, you're Goatskin.
Yeah, that's me, What do you want?
I have a couple of questions for you.
Look, I didn't. I never told nobody. Nobody. I swear. I'll even swear to Samuel and his God if he wants.
What God? What the hell are you talking about?
Their God. You know, him up there. Whatever them people call him.
What people?
Sam and his lot. Like, them folks, innit?
Who the hell is Samuel?
You weren't sent by Sam.
I wouldn't be asking you if I was, would I?
You know, like, I promise not to talk about it no more. They'll kill me otherwise.
I'm starting to lose patience. I don't know these mysterious folks you're afraid of, but I'm here and they aren't. So if there's anyone you should be afraid of, it's me. Know what I mean?
I understand.
Good.
What is it you, like, want to know, like?
I heard you were spying for some nobleman. Is that true?
I was doing nothing but, you know, like, I was spying for 2 weeks.
Does this gentleman have a name?
He does. He's one of them, you know, Jews. Samuel, his name is. He was nice to me till I started blabbering.
Have you ever heard the name Liechtenstein?
I don't know him, but I heard Samuel telling his people, like them Jews, I mean, about this, what's his name? Liechtenstein.
What exactly did he say? Did he speak about him in a good way or a bad way?
I don't know. I just remembered a funny name. I don't pay much heed to things that what don't concern me.
And you call yourself a spy?
Watch it, mate. I remember things well enough, but only what they pays me to remember. I ain't gonna, you know, fill my head up with shit that don't concern me for free.
Jesus wept. Do you know where I could find this, Samuel?
Go to that, you know, synagogue. He hangs around it in front of it, and people, like, brings him news of what's on the grapevine, you know. And evenings he sits around at the King Solomon. It's like a, you know, a Jewish tavern. But watch out, they ain't too welcoming towards our people there.
And there's another thing. Those things you stole from that scholar? You know what I mean?
That... What about it, like?
What happened to them? The owner wants them back.
I still have them.
Where?
In them secret, you know, tunnels under the city.
Tunnels? Secret passageways? Stop blethering and tell me where it is.
I ain't blathering. It's in the passageways beneath the city. I can find it. I've learnt the way. And if you give me a couple of groschen, I can teach you too. You can clear out my stash, and judging by the look of you, knowing your way round, you know, underground like, that ought to come in handy for you, innit?
Oh, Christ almighty. How much do you want?
Not much. Just a bit to help me, you know, get by.
Right. Out with it. That's the last coin you'll get out of me.
Of course. It's like this. I know them passageways because I got my hands on this map, like. This old thief gave it to me. And when I, you know, got it in my head, like, I flogged it, see?
A treasure map? You're yanking my pizzle, aren't you?
No. I swear, on my Mars soul. It ain't a treasure map, it's a map of what's below ground.
Big difference. Where's this map, then?
I flogged it to this thief. Angel, he called himself.
Called himself? So this angel is back in heaven now, is he?
Aye. He was hanged outside the city walls. He's still swinging there. And I know he had that map sewn into his coat. It were his most prized possession. But watch out. The gallows is guarded to stop quacks cutting off the dead bodies, bits and pieces, fingers and that, like.
Christ, what a load of guff. If I don't find anything, watch out for me.
Don't worry, you look like you know what's what and that. I'd better be off, like, I've got a long journey ahead of me.
Off you go. I'd like to learn something.
There's no time for it now. Come back later.
Alright. Talk to Samuel. Fish. Where are the gallows? Oh.
Here you go. Take it.
Took long enough to find goat skin. What the hell is in? I still don't know how I got that name. In goats, those red goats. Or if he's just the goat.
What a night.
That makes sense. Alright.
God bless you.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
I hit him. No? Come on. I know what I'm saying. Can't run up walls like that.
Praise God.
My map? Down these tunnels. Go into the sewers of a. I didn't think cities back then had sewers. Underground.
Must have been left over from the smugglers.
I ain't got a clue where I'm going, guys. Oh shit. Even that. Holy shit. Get garlic around him? Oh. Looks like a fuck. Staked in the heart. He's a vamp. Can I say there's vampires or something? Can I say they're vampires? Okay. Found a vampire. Wonder if that's part of the map. Yeah. Alright, so that shot. Nice of it, like, updated the map for me. Show me the underground part. That would be. Vampire down here. Not weird, not creepy. And hard. Very first. Oh, I'll take that. 679 Russian. Battle long swoop. Oh shit. Look at that. Shit. Did he? Door. Oh. Okay, right. Let's go up. Maybe in here. Russian. Rich. Spices. Crossbow. Make shoot. Lady shoes. All right. Door. They didn't. And first they didn't. circle or... Would have told me something. Would have actually... I found his shit. Vampire. Windows area. Let's get out of here. Master. I'm not fond of being underground in tunnels. Oh, at all.
Praise God.
Right. Look, I'm gonna jump for the city. I've not been. Hey. What is in the...
Aye. What can you do?
What, you get one? Oh, hers got approved?
I hate sweeping.
Hey!
What was that sound?
You can't just walk around here without permission.
And I was starting to think someone wanted to ambush me. Good.
First off, I'm gonna do what I want.
Christ, pardon me.
I'm trying to give something back.
Good day to you. What brings you here?
You must be Master Schindel. They sent me from the baths.
Well, well, well. I reckon they want me to cease with those complaints, eh? But I shall not. I will go to the town council tomorrow to complain against those thieves again. And I shall continue to go there until I get the justice due to me.
Actually, I came to give you back the things that were stolen.
Really? You have my Eresmo and my astrolabe?
Yes.
Right. I have some book and this astro thingy.
That's wonderful. You can't even imagine what a blow it would be for our civilization if something happened to Eresmo.
Oh, I get it. The fire in the Alexandria library is nothing compared to that.
Bah! That was full of Ptolemaic balderdash. We've come a long way since then. This obsession with antiquity is only holding us back. At any rate, I am immensely grateful to you. Of course, I shall reward you.
Thank you. But there was also this volume of strange verses.
Oh, yes. One of my students who's from Kuttenberg gave me that. I think it's some kind of riddle. You can keep it. I don't really have time to traipse around town and look for, well, whatever it was he was trying to convey.
What is that astrolabe, anyway?
A device. To put it simply, it's a kind of portable armillary sphere. It allows me to display the position of the stars if I know the time and place where I'm located. Or, on the contrary, I can determine the time using the visible sky.
Uh-huh. I see. So, that book by Erasmo, what's it about, actually?
It's an interesting thought. Erasmo postulates that if, despite the current theory, the firmament wasn't moving around the Earth, but rather the Earth around the celestial bodies, we would perceive this movement as an apparent movement of the celestial bodies in our sky.
Well, I must admit, you lost me a bit there.
Think nothing of it. The relative reciprocal movement of bodies is troublesome to a good many scholars.
Fine. I'll be going then.
Thank you.
You must be Master Schindel.
Well, well, well. But I shall...
Actually, they sent me to rectify it.
And how do you intend to do so? Those scoundrels and the baths poisoned my wine, and then that villain robbed me. It is evidently chicanery.
What exactly did they take from you?
A rare copy of Erasmo's...
So, a book?
Yes.
Probably. I thought I'd take a look for those things they...
Be my guest. And of course, I...
About that drugged wine. That's a pretty strong accusation. Are you certain you weren't just drunk? Just a bit of wine is enough in a hot bath.
Even if I was drunk, that doesn't change a thing. I was robbed.
Well, they robbed you behind the baths. So it does change things.
Young man, I have traveled through half of Europe during my studies. I know these tricks very well. As I said, it is a clear criminal conspiracy.
All right, then.
Go, then. I have to prepare a Till we meet again.
Alright. He's a dick. Anyway. Go talk to this. Right. What's going on in the city?
Lord be with you.
By himself. Jewish quarter. Jewish quarter?
All right then.
I swear the city just gets bigger and bigger every time I look around.
Damn weather.
How did it go?
I went to see. Are you lost?
God be with you.
Sholem. Are you lost? Or what would a goy want here?
You know that? Send it to me. I haven't got mine. Mine should have been back already.
Goy?
You do not know this word?
Sorry, I don't.
Then you are a goy. What do you want here?
I'm looking for Samuel.
What do you want with him?
Is that you?
There are many Samuels here. And if I'm not good enough for you, I'm afraid nobody else will talk to you.
I did that. It didn't tell me anything.
All right. I'm looking for John of Liechtenstein. I heard you, or this Samuel, might know something about him.
I'm sure Samuel knows a lot. But I do not see why he should tell you.
Why? Because if he doesn't talk to me, things could get pretty nasty for him.
You don't frighten me. On the other hand, I do not want any unnecessary trouble. And that only takes one goy here.
All right. What do you suggest?
An exchange. Something in return. I have this one problem none of my people can fix. You probably know that my people face outbreaks of hatred from time to time. A house is plundered, people beaten up, sometimes murdered. Usually it is started by some scum spreading rumors that we eat Christian babies or poison wells. They always find some excuse.
I've never heard anything like that before.
You must be deaf then. In any case, that is how it is. I have heard that such people are meeting in an old abandoned house by the wall in the mining district. I need someone to get among them, find out what they are planning, and warn us in good time.
Won't they be suspicious?
Why? Their kind usually are not too bright. You just have to curse the Jews and say you want to join them. Do not worry. They will not check if you are circumcised.
Give me once.
All right. I'll do it. And then you'll tell me all about Liechtenstein.
Agreed. They usually meet at the start of the day.
Right. Morning, abandoned house with a yard.
Not morning. Evening.
But you just said...
At the start of the day. My day starts when 3 stars appear in the sky. Not that those bastards care. They just go there after sunset. I reckon you can still catch up with them there today. If you get them to let you join them. Try and find out what they're planning. And then come and see me. And you'll have fulfilled your side of the deal.
And then you'll tell me how to find Liechtenstein?
That was my promise. And I keep my promises.
Alright. Get out. Gee. Which one did I do? And what? Search? It says it's still in process. I hate taxis. Anyway, let's go find something for, oh, Assamites? I've never heard a good thing about an Assamite. All I gotta say, this whole religious thing is getting deep in this game. I'm not religious. I know a lot, but not my thing.
Sholem.
Sorry, but abandoned house. Abandoned yard in the. You watching? Trying to figure out like what supposed to go. Yeah, I don't know where the mining districts are. Crossroads. Oh. Okay. I'll go right there. See if it's it. Jewish district.
What's the matter?
District's like
Have you been fighting again? Aye.
Careful.
Lord be with you.
All right. Help the burn down. I wonder if the part of the Kuttenberg. I got out. Oh, this is Rose up. That's so weird. The hole in the ground just disappeared. I'm looking at that spot. Oh. Sit here and wait. Alrighty. You're all that. Waiting on you.
You silly doggy.
I'm chewing. We'll find some work. Let's just sit here and wait for a minute. Boy. Waiting game. I get no ideas. It's harder to do. That's trying to that way. Wait, okay. I'm
Look what I have for you.
let's give you some cooking. There you go. Hmm? Anything help? It sounds, come on. Waiting on people. There we go.
Hey! Hey! Open up! Open up!
Well.
Gurwell, what are you doing, Moishe?
Foot's a caporra, piece of junk. Never mind. We'll cut this shit down.
But why are you gonna cut me down for?
Shit is some typhus!
Ow.
I'll rip your ass open.
Apparently I was not supposed to win that.
You know, you've got a saying for moments like this. If you can't bite, don't show your teeth. You should never have come snooping around where you don't belong. That Philistine Sigismund has sent all sorts of bastards and spies after me.
Look, I'm not...
But I have to say, you're about the cheekiest mamser of them all, asking me straight out about Liechtenstein.
But I'm not... I'm not Sigismund's spy.
Oh, you're not. So whose spy are you then?
I was sent by Sir Radzig Cobbler. Liechtenstein knows him.
A nice tale. Can you prove it?
Yeah, my sword. It's got Sir Radzig's crest on it.
Well, unfortunately for you, I haven't the slightest honor who that is.
And why is it I keep losing?
Jakob, wait. I've changed my mind. He's coming with us.
Tagged and tagged.
Wait, who is that somewhere?
We will soon find out. Let us in.
Wenches or the neighbor's daughter, any dirt you can dig up.
Capon?
Off you go!
Capon.
Who have you brought now, Sam?
I'm not entirely sure, but he says he knows you and absolutely insisted he had to talk to you.
Sounds like Capon.
Ah. Of course. Henry. Lord Capon of Perkstein's page. We met on my visit to Rattay. He's all right.
Lord Capon's escort and bodyguard.
Quite. Quite. But tell me, what brings you here?
Well, that's quite a long story, sir.
I've got plenty of time, and actually I enjoy long stories. You know why? Because they demand a lot of wine. Please, take a seat and tell me everything.
So I just got my ass whipped. What?
If I'm not mistaken, Jobst sent you to von Berkhoff with a message. How did that go?
Not well. As we were approaching Trotsky, we were attacked by bandits. They killed all our men.
What?
We only got away by a hair's breadth. And we lost everything, including the message. We ended up in rags, like beggars. They wouldn't let us into the castle. After that, we tried to get by as best we could.
Good God! I need a drink now. But did you manage to deliver the message in the end?
Yes, but it was touch and go.
I like exciting stories.
Well, you'll love this one then. Apart from being ambushed and almost killed, Capon ended up on the gallows for poaching.
A nobleman? On the gallows for poaching?
Well, he looked more like a tramp than a nobleman at the time. He really did have a noose round his neck, though. But it all worked out in the end.
Good gracious! But tell me, who ambushed you?
Well, that's interesting as well. Istvan Toth and some others.
What? That sneaky rat from Talmberg? He's still alive?
Not anymore.
You? Well done. Let's drink to that.
Death to the enemy.
What happened next?
Von Berghoff was attacked around the same time by the same men, so we thought we were on the same side as him. And we wanted to help him catch the bandits as a goodwill gesture.
Why didn't he catch them himself?
He tried. We found out for him that the bandits were holed up at Nabokov. When he sent his soldiers to their lair, we went with them. We wanted to be there and get Istvan.
And that's where you killed him?
No. We were nearly killed ourselves. Again.
By Istvan?
No, he wasn't there. The bandits were led by a fellow who fucked us right up, and von Berghoff's entire force, too. He lured us into a trap and slaughtered everyone. Me and Capon were the only survivors.
It sounds like your guardian angel never gets a moment's rest.
There was some luck in it. But it was more that Zizka knew he could get a ransom for Capon.
Wait, Zizka? He's the one who almost killed you.
Aye. He's called Jan Zizka, of Trotsnov.
Well, blow me down. Zizka is in the service of Prokop of Luxembourg, King Wenceslas's cousin.
Aye, we found that out as well.
And what the hell was Istvan Toth doing with him?
It turned out he was spying for von Berghoff. But he didn't do a great job, fortunately. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
I am starting to get confused.
That makes two of us. Maybe we'll understand better if we get drunk.
You're not holding back, I see. Your health, then. After Zizka took us prisoner, it finally became clear we were on the same side, and Istvan had to flee.
So when did you kill that bastard?
Not till some time later. Just when we thought we were out of the woods and Istvan was gone, he appeared outside the walls of Nabokov again, with von Berghoff and Markvart von Aulitz. Von Aulitz was on his way to Kuttenberg with reinforcements for Sigismund. And with the finger of God.
With the what?
A bombard.
Good lord!
Have you ever seen one? I hadn't, until they used it against us.
I've heard about the bombard. An infernal weapon. Then what?
We didn't have a chance. They blew the tower to pieces and took us all prisoner. They took us to Trotsky and tortured us. But with the help of a woman who works with Zizka, we managed to escape.
Zizka. That man always has a trick or two in reserve.
Thank God. While we were making our escape, I crossed paths with Toth, and finally took my revenge for everything he did.
Dull moment with you, I see. To happy endings, then. And where is Lord Capon? Or should I call him the Prince of Poachers?
That's a good nickname
Well,
for him.
the most fitting thing to call him would be hostage, because that's what he is now.
A hostage?
That's right. Von Berghoff took him with him. And that's why I'm here, in fact.
Your original plan went badly awry, I must say.
You can say that again.
For my part, I'm forced into hiding, as you've probably noticed. They're after me as if I owed taxes. If only I knew what Jobst would say.
I know exactly what he'd say as it happens.
You do?
I spoke to Jobst just after we arrived at Suchdal. He expressly forbade me to look for you, or try to rescue Capon.
That damned... Did he say why?
Aye. He said you can look after yourself. And as a nobleman, Capon has nothing to fear in captivity.
Jobst.
If we cause trouble for Sigismund, it could threaten his plans, he said. That's cowardice, if you ask me.
It's true I can take care of myself, but the old schemer could at least have warned me, whatever his plans might be.
Zizka sees Jobst as a pain in the arse, too. I mean, he's not fond of him. And he doesn't approve of his plan.
Then I expect he and I will see eye to eye. Although I prefer a different strategy to braining all and sundry with a mace. Even so, what brings you to me? You didn't take this risk just to tell me what Jobst is like, or that I should carry on with what I'm doing.
No. My first concern is to rescue Lord Capon, whatever schemes Jobst is dreaming up.
And then...
And also, it's about your safety.
My safety?
You know, they tortured us. Zizka, Godwin and me. They asked about Jobst's plans and about you. I'd have held out, but Godwin... He told them where you were.
Where I am? In this city, you mean? That's not such a terrible betrayal. Kuttenberg is a big city. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Not that they have not tried. They almost caught you a couple of times. If it were not for my people.
That's true, of course. But I'm not going to bear a grudge. The executioner always gets what he wants. And if he hadn't, we wouldn't be talking right now.
I apologize.
No need. It's not your fault. Nevertheless, let's turn the page. Capon. How do you plan to free him?
That's exactly why I came to see you.
Oh, how's that?
Because you move in certain circles.
And?
You conspire. You hear all the rumors.
So?
So you might know where they're holding him.
Sigismund confiscated the property of some burghers and noblemen in the city when they opposed him, and he divided the property up between his loyal followers. He seized Malashov Fortress from the Rutards, for instance. And didn't you say, Sam, that he gifted it to von Berkhoff?
Yes, that is so.
That was before von Berkhoff was in these parts. But if he's here now, where else would he be but in Malashov? And if von Berkhoff is there...
That's where his captive will be.
Correct. Capon is at Malashov Fortress.
Well, that's fucked then. How the hell 3 of us conquer a fortress, and one of us a woman?
That's a conquest I'd like to see. It would go down in history.
The history of suicidal madness.
You can't just launch an assault on Malashov. It's a strong fortress. We'll need a cunning plan.
Or long ladders and lots of men. That could be arranged, maybe.
Careful! Jobst ordered us not to stir up trouble. And this would be serious trouble. But if Capon simply vanished...
Vanished how, exactly?
I don't know yet. But like I said, Malashov belonged to the Rutards. And I'm sure they're not keen on the new tenant. I think if you pay a visit to Sir Kunslin Rutard and convince him you have common interests, he'll be happy to think up a solution with you.
Like what?
Who knows? Perhaps Lord Rutard knows of a back door into his old home, and he might not be averse to an arrangement with someone who'll help him take revenge.
Someone like you.
Well, I wouldn't get my hopes up. But it's the best we've got, and there's no harm in trying. Where can I find this Kunslin?
Sigismund seized his fortress, but, surprisingly, he let him keep his palace in the city. It's right next to the Italian court.
All right. I'll give it a go.
Once you have some news, you know where to find me. Is there anything you want to know before you go?
Come to think of it, I've no idea where we actually are.
Of course. I'd forgotten how you got here.
We're in the Jewish quarter, in the basement of the King Solomon Tavern, below my tavern. Goyim do not just wander in here, but I will tell my people you are with us.
Thanks a whole lot. All right, I'll set off now.
Good luck. It was good to see you again, Henry. And be careful. There's bound to be spies swarming around the palace. This city isn't safe.
Tell me about it. Danger is my daily bread these days.
Wait a moment. We have something that belongs to you, I think. Your sword.
Ah. Yes. That's a fact.
I must say, it is a fine piece of work. Where did you get it?
That's not important.
Well, one does not see such swords every day.
No, but it's mine. So kindly give it back.
Of course. Of course. Take care of it.
I will. Don't worry.
No. But what? For what? It's as far as you got. Usually like tortillas, rest. I mean, we can actually keep that factor in. You've not had really. I know. I've only had. Zero. That's only 10. 5. You guys whipped my ass, took my sword, up. Where is my sword?
What did I do to you?
That's fucking kicked my ass. That's what you. Where's my sword at? Dude. Yes. Like, not telling me where my... We're back. Guys. Take shit.
What did I do to you?
Huh.
What are you doing here in Kuttenberg?
That's a good question. Jobst thinks I'm his spy.
You're not.
I gave him some information before I had to go into hiding, but it's complicated. Jobst thinks, quite foolishly I might say, that he'll be able to make a deal with Sigismund.
You don't believe Jobst's plan will work?
Trusting your own plan tends to be a big mistake. It's better to assume something will go wrong. That's why I always have at least 2 plans, and the backup includes all of Sigismund's opponents. The city is full to the brim with them. Nearly every noble house has lost some property to him. They can't do much on their own, but if they join forces, now that could make a difference.
Why are the Jews helping you?
Because I asked them to. Most Christians avoid Jews, and probably wouldn't even think of looking for something or someone here. Besides, the local Jewish community have no love for Sigismund or von Berkov, so I don't have to worry about someone ratting me out.
They know von Berkov?
Sadly, they do. Von Berkov instigated a pogrom in Prague. Not long ago, our new king gave him his blessing. Those who survived fled here or to Kolin.
Why would he need convincing? You said he had had a serious quarrel with Sigismund.
Sigismund has made many enemies in Kuttenberg. He kicked off important burghers from the council, confiscated patricians' property, and imposed taxes and duties on them. But he's not stupid. He hasn't completely beggared anyone, so they'd still have a lot to lose if they confronted him directly.
He just made them fear him.
I'd rather call it caution, but you're essentially right. It's complicated. This isn't chess, and the lords aren't all black or white. Each of them has their own interests. Just because they can't stomach Sigismund doesn't mean they'll side with us.
So you're sending me there to find out where he stands?
You could say that. I suspect he might be inclined to ally with us, but as I said, nothing is certain. If it works out, it will be a great accomplishment. Kunslin was respected among the former councillors.
But where is sword? Eat my ass. Took my sword. And very confused. Don't even act like it. Sneaking around like this.
Fine. Good doggy. Good boy.
Still nothing. Samuel what?
Oh, Frank. Good doggy. Good boy.
Was möchtest du, mein Herr?
How many were there?
Ich pfeife da ruhig. Where's that drink, eh?
Where the fuck is my...
I...
Show them a lechem.
Erscheinen im Dank. Na los, pick, was das Zeug hält. Kommt schon.
Feel free. You're no longer in mortal danger.
It's so fucking irritating. Great sword. And I just lost it. What the fuck? Alright, that ain't a little. Shit. Then I got the shit ass sword. The turkey cat.
God grant you health.
Hallo, Schenkwirt. Ich habe Hunger.
You said you needed some help with something. What's going on?
Something's happened. Oh, a real mess. And I need help from someone reliable.
What is it?
When I was fishing around for information about Liechtenstein, I cast the net a bit too wide. And one of the servant girls I questioned was just found dead.
You think she was killed because of you?
I don't know. If I did, I wouldn't be asking you for help.
I'll help you. Tell me all about it. Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice. She was an ordinary, pretty girl. She worked as a maid. I heard they found her all hacked up, tossed somewhere by the town wall. Oh, folk in town are saying it was absolute slaughter. They took the body to the morgue by the St. Peter and St. Paul cemetery.
I'll go take a look at her. See if I can find anything.
I think that would be for the best. Though, I don't think it'll be a very pretty sight. You can ask the gravedigger for details. He'll know the most.
When did you last see the girl?
Around a week ago?
And did you notice anything suspicious about her?
Not at all. She was always cheerful, lively. She was looking forward to a dance. Though I'm afraid she won't be dancing ever again.
What was Alice trying to find out for you?
She always brought me the freshest gossip overheard from her master. And lately, what the other maids in town were saying.
And did you learn anything important from her? Something someone would kill her for?
That's the thing. All she brought me was gossip. Who was cheating on who wasn't going to confession, those sorts of things. So you'll have to figure out the rest for yourself.
What about your other girls? Are they all right?
Yes, fortunately. I'm careful enough to keep them pretty much in the dark about my plans. That's why Alice's death shocked me so much.
Do you think there could be something bigger behind the murder?
I don't know. Maybe she just got caught up in something. But it's strange. Why would someone do her like that? That's the kind of thing you do when you want to send someone a message.
What are you going to do next?
I'd like to ask the others if they noticed anything suspicious. If someone is following them and the like, but...
But you don't want to scare them.
I'm scared myself. For them. Maybe nobody knows about them yet. If someone was to follow me, I could give them away. And I can't risk that. I don't want anyone else to die because of me.
What if I go and see them?
They don't know you, Henry. You'd only scare them. I'll figure something out. In the meantime, find out everything you can about Alice.
I know everything I need.
Good. Go to that graveyard, talk to the gravedigger, and take a look at that poor girl's body. In the meantime, I'll try to find out more. Then we'll put it all together, and I'll be damned if we can't come up with something.
Kinda hoping maybe. Just got a, you know, a bug. It was supposed to give me that bird bug. Yes.
Greetings to
Still
you.
thinking. You have ideas. I am willing to put it in store.
Come closer, don't be shy. Quality goods here.
God bless.
So, let's see what we have here. My God! Someone really did a number on her. Oh, they ripped open her entire belly. And they didn't stop there. There must have been buckets of blood. Jesus Christ. There's hardly any blood left in her. The place they found her must look like a slaughterhouse. I should go there and take a look. These are more like chops than cuts. Somebody must have taken a sword to her. Knife wounds would be smaller, and an axe would have made a bigger mess. But it couldn't have been a long sword. That would have been clumsy. It was something shorter and nimbler. God, that madman cut off both her breasts and bits of flesh. But what did he do with it all afterwards? Did he really keep all the pieces? Nobody could be that sick, could they? Her face is a little bruised and cut, but nobody cut her there. But she has a dark ring around her neck. Was she strangled? The murderer must have had pretty strong hands, and her hair is all matted with blood and hacked off. Don't even know what colour it was. Maybe there's something more to it. What if the murderer kept her hair like some kind of sick trophy?
Why you?
Just some scratches and bruises, that's all. The killer probably surprised her. She didn't even have time to defend herself. Her lips are bloody, but nothing more. Tongue still in place. But if he killed her for blabbing, I reckon he'd have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he? So, the murderer must have awfully strong hands, because he strangled her and left a dark ring around her neck. Then he took a short sword or saber and started hacking at her. She's missing parts of her torso, but they aren't by the body. He also cut off most of her hair. He cut off her breasts, but left her tongue, then left her lying there for all to see. To send a message, maybe? Or a warning? Only if it was a warning for telltales, he would have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he? I don't know why he killed her, but I don't think it's because of Catherine. What's the matter? Did you know her?
Alice. She was almost like a sister to me. We served together for years, in the same house. Why'd you ask? Who are you?
I'm trying to find out who did this to her. I'm afraid the killer might want to go after my friend as well.
Ah, I understand.
Who did you serve?
Our master is a local merchant. He is trying his hand at trading wine.
How did Alice get along with your master?
Fine. Just like with everyone. Our master is a bit strict, but he's fair.
What's his name? Can I speak to him?
Why? But you can't see him anyway. He's on a trade trip to Prague.
It occurred to me that maybe he could have done it.
He couldn't. He was gone when it happened. He hadn't been home in several weeks. And besides, why would he kill them others too? He never even knew them.
Others?
What others?
You haven't heard?
No.
A few girls, like our Alice, died before. All really pretty girls.
Do you know of any suitors she might have had?
Learning something new?
I know she was seeing someone. Why?
I'd like to talk to him as well.
But I don't know who it was. Alice said he was rich and dressed nicely. But she promised him she'd never tell anyone his name.
And you never saw him?
No, never. I don't even know where she met with him.
Do you know what exactly happened to Alice?
No. Nobody saw or heard nothing. One day, she just didn't come home. And then, they found her. Like this.
It's awful what they did to her.
She was such a pretty girl. And that beautiful brown hair of hers. And it didn't even leave that untouched. Who could have cut off her hair like that? And why? None of it makes sense.
So, I'll leave you to mourn in peace now.
Alright. You Gravedigger?
Good day to you.
You must be the local gravedigger.
That's right. They call me František. At least them that can speak do.
I'm Henry.
Greetings, Henry. What do you need?
That dead girl you have in the morgue. Alice.
You've seen her? Poor thing. Who could have done such a thing?
Well, that's what I'm trying to find out. Do you know anything about her?
She's gone to meet her maker. What more do you want to know? You want to take away a piece of her? Well, you can't. Not a hair off her head, a bloody scrap of cloth, or a thumb. You hear?
I don't want to take anything. I need to find something out.
Like what exactly?
Who killed her?
Why?
I'm in service of the Lords of Lipa. I'm to find out who was responsible for this murder.
What do the Lords of Lipa care about a dead girl?
Truth be told, not much. But it's at the request of her master.
Ah, that makes more sense. At least someone is trying to sort this out. The others weren't so lucky. It's true that Lumiere ain't shown no interest in her yet. I wouldn't expect that from him no more.
Who's this Lumiere? Another one of those gawkers and collectors?
No. He actually tried to help.
Help? How?
Well, he was investigating them others.
Right. You said she wasn't the first.
Aye. We had a couple of similar cases. Lumiere said they was all killed by the same murderer.
And how did he come to that conclusion?
How do I know? Best ask Lumiere yourself.
Do you remember how many girls were killed?
You mean you don't know nothing about it? Here, even the sparrows are squawking about it.
I haven't been in Kuttenberg very long.
I see. There's been one every few weeks for the past year.
Do you know where the last one got killed?
I heard some talk about it when they brought her here. But what do you want to do there?
Look for clues. Footprints, blood, anything.
That can help you?
That's worth a try.
I heard she was killed by the town walls, close to the Hole in the Wall, a dodgy tavern in the Hoprink neighborhood.
Thanks. What's this Lumiere got to do with this?
Well, like I told you, he used to work for the bailiff. I think he was a scribe.
A scribe keeps records in the Black Chronicle. Though I've never heard of one doing his own investigations.
Well, the old bailiff wasn't all that interested in the common folk. But Lumiere, he was quite helpful. Folk heard about it and went to him with whatever was troubling them.
I'd like to speak with Lumiere. Do you know where I can find him?
At his home in Bohemia Street. That's near the church. You won't find him at the bailiff's no more. I don't know exactly why, though. Seems he had some quarrel with the bailiff.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
It's my pleasure. Especially helping someone from the land of the living again. Actually, wait a mo. Speaking of the living, there's a girl what comes here and grieves over that dead maid. I think her name is Barbara.
I know. I've already spoken to her.
Aha. Good then. Lots of luck to you.
I'll need
God
it.
be with you, good sir.
Alright, so... Where are we supposed to... But...
Halt! I'm talking to you.
Rookie.
Halt! Search!
Did you hear who died?
Ha! I thought it was old Bart, but then I heard him coughing his lungs up in the yard again today.
Not a chance. That old coot will outlive us all. No, it was Jan, the beanpole.
Him? But he was fit as a fiddle.
Lumiere?
Oh. Christ, my head. Not so loud.
I need to ask you something.
I said not so loud. I have a splitting headache.
That's some hangover. He's useless to me like this. Unless I'm willing to wait for him to sleep it off. I'll have to get him some kind of cure or potion. This should sober him up.
I don't have it. I know I had some.
No, not that. Nothing like a little hair of the dog that bit you.
Have you? It's...
Oh.
I have all these potions and shit, and nothing to help him. So let's go ahead and... Beautiful.
Greetings. I'll be with you in just a moment.
No.
What are you here for today?
Show me your wares.
You don't have any?
Maybe next time then, sir.
That's if you had something.
Excuse me.
God grant you health.
I've got lots. Have a ball as well. Sound as a bell.
Buddy, I think you're not supposed to be up there.
Rain or shine, or don't be coy. Greetings.
What do you...
I hope you'll find what you're looking for.
Just a matter of time. I keep... Grüß Gott, was brauchst du?
Show me your wares.
Alright. of potions here. Anyway. Actually,
Danke und viel Glück für die Zukunft, mein Herr.
Yeah, I don't know what you said, but sorry. My German is not very good.
Excuse me.
Lumiere? Oh, he's still This should sober. Here. Drink up. Better?
What? Who... What are you doing here? Who are you?
My name is Henry.
And what do you want from me?
I'm trying to find out who killed a certain girl. And I was sent to you.
To me? What for?
Are you Lumiere from the Rat House? The scribe?
I used to be. Now I'm just Lumiere the Madman.
Well, you don't look crazy.
Yeah. But I am. I see things in my head that aren't real. And then I point my finger at the wrong people. I'm the biggest madman in Kuttenberg.
But I need your help.
If I were you, lad, I'd leave it be. You can't help that girl anymore, anyway. You'll just end up hurting yourself.
Come now, Lumiere.
Poor girls. Nobody was all that interested in it, except for me. We let it be in the end. We let a monster walk among us. No way. You can't solve this yourself.
I'm not doing it for myself. I'm afraid he might kill one of my friends.
A friend, eh?
God.
That's not good. Not good at... And what did I get out of it? Just mockery. What makes you think you can find out more than I did?
Because I know people, and can easily convince them. In the end, they spill their guts.
I can't say you were very convincing. I still don't see why I should help you.
Because I'm stubborn, and I don't have any other choice. I'll get to the truth, no matter what.
Brute force won't help you, if it's not well directed.
Not necessarily. If it's great enough.
So you want me to help you cause more violence? Why would I do that?
Because I'm not stupid, and I notice things. I've successfully solved a murder before.
Is that so? A murder investigation under your belt. And educated and observant, too.
Exactly. I'm not afraid to come to my own conclusions.
How about that? A real master scholar from Prague. Was that really supposed to convince me? Why should I trust someone so foolish?
Because I have to find out the truth. My friend's life depends on it, and I won't give up, even if it kills me.
You may not be everything you claim to be, but I have to admit, you've got heart. All right. Talk to me. Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice. She worked as a maid.
A maid? That fits. Yarka was a maid, too. As were most of the other victims. What did she look like? What did he do to her?
I think that he strangled her first, and then went at her with a longer blade and disemboweled her.
Did you notice the strangulation right away? It took me a while. Maybe you really will track him down.
Do you think it's the same murder?
Counting your girl, that makes 6 victims who were first strangled and then mutilated. If it's not all the same person, they must be collaborating somehow.
This is the 6th one. How long has he been killing?
Probably about a year now. Sometimes it takes him months, sometimes weeks. But I'm including missing girls. Stanya and Zdena.
Why are you counting the missing girls?
Because I think someone killed them, and we just haven't found them yet.
Did the dead girls have anything in common?
Aside from being pretty young girls with no proper family or background, no. I couldn't find much.
Do you think somebody is killing them because they're poor, and nobody will miss them?
Certainly. If somebody killed the daughter of a local lord, no stone would be left unturned.
But why does he even kill in the first place?
I don't know. Maybe he hates women. Damn it. I feel like I'm going in circles and can't get out.
What can you tell me about Yarka?
She wasn't the first. But thanks to her, people started taking an interest. She was a maid in a German family. By all accounts, she was a pious, polite girl. She was orphaned as a child. The priest from the church of St. Peter and Paul, Father Prokop, raised her. They found her body tossed behind a barn at the edge of town. She was cut all the way from her neck downwards. An awful sight to behold.
Did you have any suspects?
At first, I thought the son from that family did it. A murderer is usually someone close, you know. But then I changed my mind.
Why?
Well, for one, I remembered the two girls before her who ended up almost the same. Besides that, when I talked to the lad, he seemed he wasn't the least bit interested in Yarka. Then his mother told me that they threw her out a week before the murder because she was a harlot who stayed out till all hours of the night. That really surprised me, because Father Prokop had vouched for her good reputation. But who knows? Maybe he just didn't want to admit what had become of her.
What about Stanya?
She was an alehouse wench in a tavern of ill repute called the Hole in the Wall.
You said her body was never found. Maybe she just got out of town.
You have no idea how much I'd like to believe that. Only there was a lot of blood. Unfortunately, the investigation wasn't very successful. The Hole is a world of its own, and the people there aren't very forthcoming with information.
Did you suspect anybody?
You could suspect every second man there. Those people have nothing but thievery and deceit in their eyes. The innkeeper, Mole, definitely knew Stanya, since she worked for him. But he isn't all that chatty either.
So if I want to learn anything more, I have to ask this mole in the hole?
Yeah, he still runs the place.
And what about that Zdena? You said her body was never found.
Exactly. But to tell the truth, nobody spent much time looking for it. Besides Alice, Zdena was the most recent victim. It's only been a few weeks since she went missing, but I suppose nobody wanted to do any more digging.
But if her body was never found, how do you know she was killed?
Because she was the same type as the other girls. Maybe the prettiest of them all. Young, beautiful. A real live one. Lively as the devil. She was a thief. A pickpocket. I never could pin it on her, though. She always found some way to get out of it.
Maybe she robbed the wrong people and had to get out of town.
Maybe. She had a partner in crime by the name of Strunad. Quite a number. He's always sitting in the hole, boozing. When I asked him about Zdena, he told me he'd rather rip his own tongue out than talk.
Do you think he'd be more forthcoming with me?
He might be. You're not known all over town like a catchpole. It's worth a try. Besides, it might still be fresh in his memory. That would be a great help.
There's a lot of connections with the hole in the wall.
And what about the other two victims?
It all started with them, though nobody did much about it at the time. The first one worked as a bathhouse maid. They called her Chestnut. She'd only been in town for a short while, and nobody really knew her. So I couldn't find out anything more. But the other one, Libushka, she was from Loretz. She was a maidservant, too. I also talked to her mother. She said she was really cheerful and outgoing. There were lots of suitors circling around her, but she refused them all. She knew she was pretty and knew she could do better than some farmhand.
You mean she wanted someone higher up?
That's what it sounded like. But her mother never found out who she had her eye on.
Interesting. I'll try to see what else I can find out from the mother. Where can I find her?
In the graveyard, lad. The poor woman died of grief. It's sad to say, but we can't help those two dead girls now. And they can't help us with our investigation either. There's nobody else left who could tell us anything about them.
Why were you looking into it? Who were those dead girls to you?
I don't know what people told you about me, but for many long years I was a scribe for Kuttenberg's bailiff. Kuttenberg is a big city with a lot of people. Silver, silver, silver. Mining it, smelting it, stealing it. There's always something going on. The bailiff was always running from hell to Hades, from one rich man to another, settling their quarrels. Often trivial nonsense.
But there are more than just rich burghers and lords in the city.
Exactly. There are common folk, too. There's a lot more of them, and their troubles are usually more serious. So when one of them came to the bailiff's one time, and the bailiff was running around somewhere, I started to deal with it myself. I was pretty good at it, too.
Behind the bailiff's back?
Not really.
I mean, honestly...
Andreas supported my activities until...
Onions?
Recently.
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it.
Really good for you.
Sorry.
Did you have any suspects back then?
You can always find some suspect. I always dragged the most suspicious ones to the body in the morgue by force. And they threw up at the sight. Or fainted.
Couldn't it have just been an act?
Fainting? Vomiting? That's hard to act. I'd swear none of them did it.
Can you sum it all up for me?
We have 6 victims here. And I believe they were all murdered by the same killer. Unfortunately, we only know a little about the last 4. The most recent ones.
If I make chicken
By now, we won't learn anything about the first 2. Of the remaining 4, the first to be killed was the maidservant, Yarka.
If I do that, I need
She was raised by Father Prokop from the Church of St. Peter and Paul. He should know the most about her. The next were Stanya and Zdena. Their bodies weren't found, but we assume they also became victims of the same murderer. They both hung around a tavern they called the Hole in the Wall. Stanya was an alehouse maid, and Zdena a pickpocket. And the last victim is Alice now, also a maid. What they all have in common is that they were young, beautiful, and
So you just want
brunette.
chicken. Oh, no. Sides. That's it, my dear. That's what I was going with. Not, I don't care about seafood at all. What?
Good. I know everything I need to know.
When you learn something more, stop by and see me. You've aroused a bit of hope in me, lad. I hope you won't disappoint me.
Alright, guys. I'm gonna get off here for a little bit. I will be back on later tonight. And we'll finish more of this murder mystery. We'll solve it. We'll solve this murder. The serial killer, supposedly. And after that, we'll continue on with maybe some main, go some more sides. But we'll be back with KCD in a few hours. So, I'll see y'all later. Y'all take it easy and have a good